Thank you, though.
Okay, we are back live.
Hey, folks, we do apologize for the technical difficulties. I'm sure, there was going to be a lot of troubleshooting and everything along that magnitude. So
we're checking with our technical director and stat director now. He's 2 titles, Charles Summer. I do appreciate your help, Charles. I hope you're back listening to us. I have texted out to him. Luckily, I grabbed my phone at the break, or we would have never known this until Coach Hitchin came back up and talked to us. So we are live from Mission Prep, coming in to the second half. Royals lead the Titans 7-3. And we're going to check our live stream here. This has been an adventure. I went to school to be a writer, and now I'm directing a TV show.
How about that? You're a producer. WandaVision.
WandaVision.
How about that? WandaVision.
I am a rock star. We are live back on Prep Sports Network.
You're WandaVision without a vision and Wanda Maximoff and all them. So we'll see Mission Prep on defense first. It's going to be curious to see what Nipomo, if Nipomo's going to ride the attack.
TV show. Here we go.
WandaVision.
We are verified live.
We're live.
So thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Wi-Fi connection as well.
Yeah, thank you, Verizon. If you want to sponsor Prep Sports Network, please get at us. Titans receiving the opening kickoff. Declan Coles and Nate Reese back to receive as we're about to get underway here in the second quarter. I do like this level of height. We are much lower, less windy.
Yeah, we're not rocking the boat.
I felt like I was going to fall off this bad boy. And just think they bought us a lift for nothing.
You know what? We got good view, and we're not the only one as well.
Yeah.
Although we can't really see the people sitting on their car hoods.
And Jack Susank back to kick this one off as the line goes into the three-point stance for the kickoff. And here's the kickoff up the middle. That one is a touchback.
So we'll see if Nipomo goes back to the 2 backfield set, or if they're going to operate out of the shotgun 4 wide receivers. Time will tell.
I'm thinking Charles via text message, making sure we're online. Charles, refresh your feed if you're listening. Make sure we're all there. First play for scrimmage right up the middle. Coming from the 20-yard line, Gabe Evans picking up big yardage, 9 yards on that carry, 2nd and 1 as we open up the third quarter, second half, and Jack Susank on the tackle.
And they're going no huddle right here.
And no huddle offense up the right side, that is.
Reese.
With Nate Reese on the keeper. And Nate Reese gains enough for that first down at the 36-yard line. 7-yard gain for Nate Reese.
Last 2 plays, Nipomo has gone off the side of Walter Boyling, the freshman right tackle, number 77.
Gabe Evans in the backfield with Nate Reese in motion. Fakes the handoff, rolling out to the left side is Reese. Throws down the sideline, and that pass broken up by George Kardashian.
Extremely lucky on Reese's end that Kardashian was only able to break that pass up. Could have easily been an interception if that ball was higher.
Half step behind the pass. If he was just a hair ahead of it, you're right, that would have been. He would have been looking to go back to the barn for 6 points there. 2nd and 10 for the Nipomo Titans. In the backfield, Gabriel Sanchez has a handoff up the middle for the Titans. Goes to Gabriel Sanchez. His first action of the day. and he gains about 5 yards.
7-yard run brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, I would imagine either a quarterback keeper or a simple screenplay. We'll see.
It's not a 3rd and 3. It's more like a 3rd and 4. But I will give the announcers credit. They are looking at it from the end zone, and that is enough for a first down.
Sanchez stepping up at the right moment. He's able to not only keep the chains moving, but get the first down, keep this offense on the field.
First down.
Sanchez working hard here.
Now you got Owen Harrison checking out. I got to wonder if maybe Nipomo attacks this side, the side that he vacated.
Ortiz in motion, goes back, handoff.
Just like that. Although it looks like we're going to get a holding right here.
And not enough for the first down as he comes up 2 yards short, going out at the 45. But yes, there's a flag on the play.
On the Titans.
Our executive producer, Coach Hitchen, making sure we're good. Asking if we wanted to raise the lift, and we chose to keep it down this time.
No, we won't settle for the raise this time.
Yeah, the only raise we want is a raise in money. But we're good. Happy to be back with the
Well, I'm just happy to be back. I mean, I'm not that greedy.
No, happy to be back. Handoff up the middle, and that one sent them back quite a bit.
I also want to say thank you to people who have put up with my Wu-Tang Clan references. So,
next week he's coming with Ice Cube references. What?
yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
And then the week after that, it's going to be Britney Spears references.
No, that's for you.
Oops, they did it again.
Why are you filming Britney?
2nd and 10, following the handoff. 2nd and 19, Pass to the right side. That one is complete to Justin McKee, and he's shaking off defenders before being taken to the ground.
Tremendous job by the senior to keep his feet moving even after the contact. Nipomo moving along.
And Justin McKee is brought down at the 50-yard line, knocking off 12 off that deep hole they were in. And it is a 3rd and 7 now for the Royals as Reese rolls off to the left side, the right side that is, pass complete.
Looks like he's going to be short.
Falling immediately to his knees, Victor Ortiz. 35 takes himself down at the 34, or the 46, excuse me. I'm dyslexic today.
Well, it looks like Nipomo's going to settle for the punt. Still a pretty solid drive to be able to move the football, but
we could see a fake here.
Yeah, I was about to say, we could see a fake. We've already seen two.
2 fakes on the board already. It is 4th and 3, and Ortiz with the rugby-style kick. Out to the left is the roll, and that one's going deep, and it is picked up.
Looks like it'll be around the 15.
20-yard line.
Yeah.
Isaiah Perales.
Nowhere near the pitcher's mound, so.
It is stopped at the 13-yard line in between the hash marks.
All right, Brian, I got some bad news. It looks like UCSB goes down, so their season's over.
A great run for the UCSB Gauchos, running out, taking a big hit from Cole. Declan Coles is Jack Susang, and he gains 3 on the play. That brings up a 2nd and 7.
There goes my bracket. I mean, my bracket was busted anyway, and I'm actually happy that my bracket was busted because March Madness is back, but I mean, it would have been nice to see an 805 representative go far.
You know, I've been so caught up with working at my other job that I forgot to fill out a bracket this year.
It was 63-62 from what I saw, Creighton.
And the pitch out to the left side, trying to find some space, unable to go anywhere, is Drew Harrigan, as he is swallowed up by the Nipomo defense.
And Nipomo's D very, very well rested. I mean, the Titans have actually put together some very solid offensive drives, despite what the score indicates.
Yeah, But again, it's been a defensive presence for the Royals that have kept them in this one. 3 turnovers caused by the defense. Turnover ratio 3-1 today.
Work to 3. As he comes out, Sam's going to work to this. He's going to get the flat.
And here's the snap. Colby White throws complete. His first completion of the day to Owen Harrison.
It looks like it's good enough for the first down.
Brought down by Gabe Evans, but that's enough for Royals first down.
And that's a first down at the Royals 25-yard line.
I don't know what Harrison's size is, but he looks like he could be a good 6'3", 6'4". I don't know what you would think.
Yeah, there's a number of players, Mission Prep not listing weight or height on their roster. But he
was able to use his size to his advantage on that catch.
Handoff up the middle and getting gobbled up very quickly.
Killer Bees, the swarm.
Very quickly as Jack Susank again taken to the ground.
And also, I don't know if you can see it from here. I want to give a shout out to those people sitting down, like they're hiking, like right under the end. It looks like they got a good view of our game as well.
A lot of plenty of places to catch the game here at Mission Prep without being in the stadium.
Yeah, you could actually like be near the M as well.
I would say the prime spot to probably watch, if that tree wasn't in the way, would be the neighbors across the street.
Yeah.
And here's Colby White and the interception going the other way. Justin McKee, and we have a flag on the return. And McKee trying to get inside the 10, trying to find the goal line, and he is brought down inside the 10-yard line, and making the stop is senior Caden Cheney, the only senior on the squad.
And you know, like McKee, like he showed the perfect eyes and the perfect reaction for that play.
And we were waiting for the call on the penalty. Flag waved off, no penalty. The interception stands. It's going to be Nipomo Titans' ball following the turnover. Our first interception of the day. 6:22 here in the third quarter. A very tight score, 7-3. And Nipomo deep into the red zone with that interception.
If I'm not mistaken, this is only the third time Nipomo's been inside the red zone, or at least near it.
This is, third time they've been in the red zone. They keep getting stuffed by the Royals.
That was a good time to capitalize, though.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 10. And up the middle, trying to find some space. Not getting much room is Josh Smith.
First time we've seen Smith get the football.
Josh Smith, senior running back, getting the ball, standing about 5'8", 165 pounds.
Still was able to move that pile, though.
Eric Terry, the offensive coordinator in his second year, doing a great job spreading the ball around with the run game. And then
doing most of it out of the shotgun, too.
And Nate Reese running from the shotgun off the right side. And he's into the end zone.
But it looks a little, check the marker.
No, he's not. They're going to call him short. There is a flag on the play.
He's slow getting up, too. And it looks like it's on Nipomo.
Jack Susank, we have a flag on the play.
Public address announcer calling the tackle for Jack Susank. Holding on the offense. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. That's going to push them back out of the
red zone.
They're still in the red zone.
Yeah, I have to finish the sentences for you a little bit. So.
Sorry. Yeah, it pushes them back out of the 10-yard, out of that goal area. But if they're still in the goal line, it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 19. Sounds weird to say. 2nd and goal from the 19.
And you got the old school look behind center, I formation.
One receiver to the right, Declan Cole, handoff to Hernandez, and Hernandez up the middle for a gain of about 4 yards. A short gain nonetheless.
You're probably familiar with Carmelo Hernandez, aka Tugboat. It's almost like that's Hernandez is filling that role that Tugboat left behind.
I remember Carmelo Hernandez.
Yeah, Tugboat.
Two receivers to the right, two receivers to the left. Shotgun formation for Reese. Reese looking for his target. He's scrambling, doing a shake and bake. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way with it. David Lorera. Lorera shaking tackles, shake and bake, and he's 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. And there's a touchdown. A flag in the backfield. And a player is down. Flag at the 17 and 18-yard line. I'm going to say that was an illegal receiver.
And the penalties decline. Lorenzo puts 6 on the board for the Royals. Two defensive touchdowns in this game. I mean, I know Schuster is an offensive guy, Brian, but he has to really be energized by the way this defense is playing.
2 defensive scores, officials timeout. We have a touchdown on a fumble recovery by Connor Lopez early in the game, and now David Lorera with a big, I would say that was an 85-ish yard return, just trucking it back the other way like a dump truck that's out of control.
Same reference right there, because you're used to seeing the dump trucks.
Just plowing through people, breaking tackles, and they're trying to figure out what's going on next as the special teams come.
Not only that, huge W for Mission Prep in that sequence, because Nipomo was inside the red zone. They were in striking distance, and it goes the other way for Mission Prep.
It all started with that hold penalty. Without that hold penalty, they would have been down at the 1-yard line, but the hold penalty pushed them back, causing them to throw the ball rather than run the ball. Zuan picks up here, kicks up by Susay.
Almost broke the window.
And the kick is going to hit the window. And the kick is up and good by Susay. Our score of 4:36 here in the second quarter, our third quarter, second half, 14-3. The Royals lead the Titans. What a game we got going on. Can we get 2 thumbs up from Thomas about that score? 2 thumbs up.
Next is Gunever.
And Coach Schuster has a big smile on his face. The crowd is still here.
Yeah, you got the people on the hoods of the car. I mean, I don't know if they're jumping up on their hoods. I can't tell from right here.
Oh. They're going to do it Bill's Mafia style?
Yeah, jump off the tables, break the tables.
No, they're just going to start elbow dropping the roofs of their car?
Yeah, there you go. Eric, Mission Prep Mafia. Mission Prep Mafia.
Royals looking for a touchback here as the coaches are calling out for a kick into the end zone as Jack Susank preparing. Back to receive for the Titans is Nate Reese and Nick Milton, quarterback and backup quarterback. And the kick is up. And the kick is into the end zone. Oh, nope. At the 1, it's picked up by Nick Milton. And he's coming across. And not a good return at all, as he's brought down at the 7-yard line.
Nick Milton on the return.
Not a good return at all. You never want to find yourself that deep into your own yardage.
I know it's still third quarter, Brian, but I'm in the belief that this is now officially the most crucial drive for Nipomo.
Yes.
In the event, like, in order to stay into this game.
Well, especially with the way defense is playing, the turnover margin is +2 for Mission Prep right now.
And realistically, they're not that far behind. They're very fortunate that they're only down by 11, but still, it's like, now is a good time to finally get into the end zone.
The handoff, and that one is going nowhere quickly.
All I saw was blue and gold.
That's all I saw. I wish I could have told you.
On the backfield by number 56.
56 on the tackle. We'll go with the public address announcer as they're playing right in front of us.
Yeah, he's our sideline reporter.
Caleb Cajeas. Cajas, if I pronounce that right. Caleb Cajas with the tackle for Mission Prep down there at the goal line for the Titans and the Royals. Gabriel Sanchez carrying the ball for Nipomo. No gain on that one. 3rd and 10. They're still down inside the 10. They're at the 6-yard line. Correction. Is that the 6 or the 11?
Looks like the 11.
Yes, that's the 11-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like the 11.
Mission Prep does not have numbers on the field, which is making it a little difficult for me today. Handoff up the middle.
Looks like another fumble.
Fumble on the field. And Mission Prep comes up with the ball.
I don't know if Mission Prep had any thoughts of doing like a turnover bell like Rigetti or a turnover chain like University of Miami. Today would have been a great day to see that with the way they've been playing.
I think they said that was...
I think it was Connor Lopez.
Connor Lopez with a second fumble recovery. I thought they said there was. But Connor Lopez is standing on the sideline so calm and collected.
We talked about, on this drive how crucial it was for Nipomo. Touchdown here will really put him out of the game. And we got early movement.
And taking that carry is Drew Harrigan.
Illegal procedure on the Royals, 5-yard penalty. Still, 1st down.
So it's on Mission Prep. Bring it back 5 yards.
One thing I like to point out about today's game, the officials' locker room was the first base dugout.
Yeah, we finally feel like baseball players.
Stepping up to center for the snap, but that's all right.
That's how it is in today's. And we got more early movement here.
More laundry on the field.
Yeah, it's just interesting. I mean, you bring up the dugout. Well, I mean, Nipomo's locker room was actually the end zone, the south end zone. And then Mission Prep didn't set up shop in their own locker room either. So, unfortunately, that's the stuff that we have to get used to during these times.
And that 5-yard penalty goes against Nipomo offsides. So we're back to where we started. 1st and 10, 3:05 here in the 3rd quarter.
And I know the game's not over yet, but you're probably not going to see a post-game handshake either.
Pass over down into the left corner of the end zone and off into the ramp. That pass incomplete.
Justin McKee really matching up with Grant Callahan, stuck with him the whole way. If you're a DB coach, you love to see it.
It was a good matchup, good throw coming from Colby White. Everybody did their job well on that play. The best way I could describe that. The coverage was good. The reception, the receiver was there at the right point. It just nobody could outdo the other person. And rushing out to the right side, the lone receiver is Luke Walker.
Looked like a broken option play, and it's read perfectly by Nipomo
and Kobe White taken down by Zepeda.
I wish there was instant replay. That way I would be able to see how Zepeda was able to knife through that gap and be able to read that option keeper.
Well, one day soon we will have instant replay. We just got to keep building our supply here. Next week
on the bottom.
Next week, 2 cameras. And 3rd and 13.
We got 4 wide receivers, single back right here for Mission Prep.
Spread offense, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Rolling out, White, pass tipped off by Nick Milton, incomplete, intended for Owen Harrison.
You look for the positives that has worked for Nipomo, and I mean, again, the pass defense has been on point, both quarters. I mean, Milton's having a heck of a game, and then you got Justin McKee as well, and they've been able to eliminate the big passing plays, but unfortunately, They can't do anything about the way the Mission Prep defense is playing.
And here comes the kicking unit for the field goal try for Jack Susank. He is 2 PAT tries in, and now we're getting a field goal attempt. Putting it up from the 24 for a 34-yard attempt. It's up. It's good. 34 yards.
We're into the VIP section.
The VIP lounge is open, and that makes it a 2-score game. The hole keeps getting bigger for the Titans. Not how they wanted to find themselves here in the opening series of football. Wow, my mic sounds really low today. So, there we go. No wonder I had you were mic 2 and I was mic 1. No wonder my mic was sounding weird. I was adjusting your mic the whole time.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You were sounding great.
I appreciate that.
2:05 here in the third quarter.
So my Wu-Tang Clan references sounded great, I guess.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why my volume was a little low. Excuse me?
Well, I heard that loud and clear.
Sorry.
That's all good.
Let me clear my throat.
Yeah, DJ Cool. There's your first hip-hop reference on this day. DJ Cool. You just need the sound, the instrumental version. Yeah, it's like one of the coolest beats.
I do that in stores when I clear my throat now because people always look at you weird now that you clear your throat in a store or in public. They're like, COVID!
Yeah, you gotta, I mean, I guess every now and then you gotta have fun while you're at work, right?
Yeah. A little bit of fun makes the day go a lot longer. 1st and 10 for the Titans. Now they're getting into crunch time. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter, down by 2 scores.
And a flag.
More laundry on the field here in the second half.
What do we have here?
Calling on the defense.
Looks like some confusion.
Looks like too many men on the field for the defense. Yep.
Yeah, too many men on the field. Now they're at 11, so.
Too many men on the field, 5-yard penalty.
Can't play with 12 on the defense.
Unless you're in the CFL, you can play with 12. But unfortunately, this is high school football.
Pass into no man's land. Nobody there to pick it up. On the coverage for the Royals is David Andrade. Again, we're live from Mission Prep High School here in San Luis Obispo on a windy, breezy Saturday afternoon.
But perfect Central Coast weather, and weather we're used to, right?
Snap to Reese as my mouse goes flat on the floor. I'll pick it up in just a second.
Yeah, the wind doesn't like your mouse for some reason.
And a run up the middle by Josh Smith. Comes up short of the first down. Quick snap. Quarterback keeper Nate Reese.
Looked like there was no nose tackle or no 3 technique, so Reese took advantage, was able to get the first down by powering through on that sneak. And it gives you time to recover your mouse.
That sneak very quick. So first down for Nipomo as they rush here in the closing moments of the third quarter. Up the middle is Ortiz. Correction. That Gabriel Sanchez, as the PA announcer, just a slight hair faster than me there. And moving off the field is the defense in the transition as they make changes. Rolling out to his left, looking for receiver as he's taken down in coverage, and the tackle by Susank.
I'm noticing Nipomo
and Castiata.
The Pomos trying to go in a fast pace like Daytona 500 style. Daytona 500's another song by Rick One and Ghostface Killer. Another move reference.
Jacob Castaneda in on that sack with Jake Susank.
So crucial third down right here for Nipomo.
Excuse me, Jack Susank. I get these names right. I do apologize. And then the scrum at the 45. The rugby scrum.
Looked like Caleb Alarum was able to get the penetration. He was able to clog that lane and was able to force that fourth down.
4th and 4 as time ticks away here in the third quarter. They're going to let the clock run off here and they're not even worry about the snap.
And this is where we do this.
Fourth quarter. It's like this, man. It's the Four Horsemen.
Yeah, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, all those guys.
We're good.
We're good.
The courtesy staff here at Mission Prep making sure we are well taken care of.
Yeah, they've been like really night and day with us, and they've been really, really kind and courteous. So, I mean, I know Mission Prep gives me a lot of social media love, but you know, you come out here, they give you equal red carpet treatment.
They do. They rolled up the red carpet door for me to park underneath the school today. And just go over the schedules for both these squads the remainder of the season. This game, obviously a Saturday game for both teams. Not the only Saturday game for Nipomo. They have 3 on their schedule total. Next Saturday, they are hosting Santa Maria with a 7 p.m. kickoff. And then on April 2nd, they host Morro Bay on a Friday night at home, 7 p.m. And then Saturday, April 10th, they're at Pioneer Valley for a 3 p.m. kickoff. And then they play Atascadero for the first time of the Greyhounds, going up to face the Greyhounds on Friday, April 16th at 7 p.m. And as we get underway here, 4th and 4.
Hopefully all the games will play, but you know, time will tell.
They're going for it here on 4th and 4. Nate Reese still in there. He keeps it himself, looking for enough yardage.
I don't know if he...
And they're not going to give it to him. They're transitioning that ball over.
It looks like Owen Harrison was the one responsible for knifing through, being able to make that stop.
They gave him 3 yards before the stop by Harrison. Turnover on downs as we start the fourth quarter. 11:55, 17-3. Royals lead the Titans, and then for the the Royals here, they have a rare Wednesday game during Holy Week because of Good Friday. They don't want to play on Good Friday. They don't want to play on the Saturday between Easter and Good Friday.
They don't want to play on Holy Thursday either, which is washing of the feet.
And the handoff is faked and kicked out to the right side, and that handoff going to David Lorera.
Alex Tarones was able to read that one for Nipomo. They've actually, it's crazy because Nipomo's taking away the option along with their air attack as well.
So let's go over their schedule real quick. They're hosting Atascadero next Friday at 6 p.m. right here at Mission Prep. You can follow on Spreaker, YouTube, or PrepSportsNet.com. Owen Main, I'm sure, will be here with fanmanship and a whistle on the play with a flag thrown on the far side of the field on 2nd and 15.
Yeah, I lost track of how many times we've seen the yellow marker.
A lot. And then going through the schedule after the next home game with all league games in the Ocean League, the Royals hit the road for the rest of the season. That Wednesday game is going to be March 31st at Pioneer Valley, a 6 p.m. kickoff. And then for me, the home schedule is great. The road schedule is great because they're in Santa Maria twice. Mm-hmm. And the handoff up the middle from White to Harrison. And Harrison trying to plow his way up. He gains 5 yards. And we're up to a 3rd and 5. We'll give him 4 yards, 3rd and 6.
Not showing up.
That was an old message. Executive director checking back in with us, our executive producer that is. We're going to go ahead and check the stream one more time.
I lost.
Doesn't look like that one's going. Hold on.
Breaks a few tackles up the middle.
Jack Susane gaining enough for a first down. We are live on YouTube. It doesn't look like the link on the Prep Sports Network website is playing anymore. We'll double check this. First and 10 from the Nipomo Titans. 43-yard line. Royals with the ball.
And we're already under 10 minutes to play.
Okay, so we have a dead link there, but you can watch us on YouTube still if you're still with us. 53 viewers. Pretty good number for a YouTube stream.
That's more than the viewers I get when I go on Instagram Live. I usually get only like 4.
First and 10. There we are right there. We're a little loud, so we're going to turn us down a little bit. We're cracking there.
Our sound director, Brian Stanley, here.
So we're just testing our situation here. We do apologize for any technical difficulties in week 1. We are a radio station. I paused it. Paused the video stream because I don't want to use all my data.
I was just looking at the chat, the comments as well.
Oh.
And we got play action, and looks like Justin McKee was tested on that play, but ball falls incomplete.
We appreciate you chatting in our chat comments. We'd love to participate with you, but unfortunately we're trying to keep track of this game and on the technical side of things. We're hoping to make Thomas a regular part of our crew. Maybe
you've done an amazing job, Thomas. We're very fortunate to have you.
We'll make him. We'll quickly promote him to technical director. And 3rd and 5 for the Royals. Handoff up the middle, open space, finding the room for the touchdown, and he's going to find the touchdown. And that is a big run up the middle.
And they triumph like Wu-Tang Clan.
Drew Harrigan on the score. What a play up the middle.
I think the sword officially came out for the Royals, and
it is a 3-score game after that one. A blast up the middle for the touchdown.
Well, at this point, if you're Nipomo, it's like, just get whatever points you could get, and then just regroup for the following week.
You could see once he broke that first tackle, he was like, "Oh, I got green space."
And it was a simple dive. It was a simple dive play as well, a simple run, which it has been effective for Bishop Prep. And it became a situation where you gain your short yards, but then there's that one run where everything just breaks open.
Everything has broken open, and the Royals lead 24-3, 8:52. At this point, it's gonna take not a pun per se. It's gonna take a miracle for the Titans to come back in this one. The way they're playing, they're not getting the turnover margin in their favor. They're -2 right now. They have 1 fumble recovery, 1 interception, but unfortunately, they've given up a pick 6. They've given up a fumble for a 6. And now they're just giving up a big run up the middle by Harrigan for 6.
The effort was there. There's no disputing that.
Yes.
Yeah, the effort was there. There are a lot of positives I'm sure Tony Dodge and his staff will look at, but I'm sure they also will address the ball security issues. They're going to also address, consistency in the run game, especially on that last touchdown. So there's a lot. You take the good and the bad from this game.
Yeah, definitely the good and the bad, but you can't. I'm looking at game 1. I don't want to call it like a scrimmage, but these teams haven't had, even though it's been, almost, a year and a half since we played football. These athletes and coaches haven't been together the whole time.
And I jokingly say to a lot of my friends that I feel like that this is NFL preseason, because when you think about it, it's 4 or 5 game schedule, and you never can tell when the game's going to go on or not.
And Nick Milton with the return out past the 30 to the 36-yard line for the Titans. The Titans down by 3 scores, 24-3, here in the fourth quarter at Mission College Prep High School in San Luis Obispo. 8:45 on the clock. I'm Brian Stanley, with me Lorenzo, Reyna, and Thomas, the cameraman.
We'll get Thomas's last name right eventually.
Well, I haven't said it because he's like 14. So I didn't want to put him on blast like that.
Well, he's done an amazing job. And big hit.
Big hit on a big pass.
Yeah, Susink with the take.
Pass over complete over to the left side. Luke Terry on that catch. First time we've called his name tonight. And that's probably the longest pass completion of the game, minus the pick 6.
And we've got a little pitch pass right here and more movement.
And given some technical difficulties in Wisconsin, our statistician has lost our second half stats. So we do apologize. We won't have final stats for you. And that run is enough for a first down. Picking that up for the Royals is Harrison.
They're still going. It looks like some early movement.
Oh, 3rd and 1 is what they called that one. That was a short gain, and that was a quick snap, quick run, quick push up the middle by Nate Reese, and the quarterback keeper is the first down there. So I got a hair ahead of myself. Just to clarify, Charles Summer, stay-at-home father in Wisconsin, has had a baby emergency he had to take care of at home. So baby takes first priority. Everything's okay, though.
Perfect prayers.
Yeah, everything's perfect. He just had to step away from the computer. Pass complete to Cerna. First down, Titans here on the with the pass on to the right side. Nate Reese moving the ball well late in the game. A little late to see this action. He wanted to see this earlier. In motion, handoff to Perales. And Perales taken down in the backfield. A big stop by Castaneda.
Hey, credit to Mission Prep, because like David Lloyd was there. He was there to make the textbook tackle, but bounced off. But still, like, you saw the pack of wolves still finish the play.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 on that tackle by Castaneda.
I will say this. We haven't really said this yet, Brian, but nice to see we have a viewer in Wisconsin.
We're outside the state of California.
Yeah.
Nate Reese on the keeper up
Possibly the only out-of-state viewer, but you know what? We'll take it.
Well, I'm sure his baby's watching, so we got 2. So that 10-yard pickup.
But a big thank you to those who did tune in. Obviously, we're hoping for to get out the kinks for the next game, and maybe we'll see an increase in viewership as well. So we're just so blessed and happy to be able to do this again. Especially, like, I know for me it was 504 days exactly.
Yeah.
That last covered the high school game. And I know for you it was like technically your last game was in February of last year.
Yeah, that was a basketball game.
Yeah. Although I don't know what was the last football game you got a chance to cover?
Mission Prep's playoff game and in Orosi versus the Orosi Cardinals, quarterfinal Division 6 matchup last season. And I can tell you the exact date in my notes.
Oh, wow.
I think. No, I do not have that in my notes. But it was the last game of the season. It was a barn burner, 49-45 game.
Yeah, I know Orosi very well from my time with helping out the Dinuba Sentinel, the old newspaper that's no longer in existence.
And Orosi, beautiful stadium.
Yes, they've come a long way.
It would rival some community colleges.
Yeah.
Definitely Hancock.
They poured a lot of money into that venue, and out there, Orosi's technically that pro team, the high school team.
Well, yeah, when you get into those Dinuba, Orosi,
Orange Cove,
all those little communities football is life because that's all there is in those communities besides work.
And then I could go even further, like Sanger, Kingsburg, Selma,
Riverdale.
Riverdale. But out here, it's like, there are some football crazed communities in the 805. Lompoc's one, San Ynez is another. Paso Robles for a number of years has had a football identity. San Luis Obispo is another big prominent football city. Nipomo as well.
And coming out of the timeout, 6:05 in the fourth quarter, 24-3 is our score. Royals lead the Titans. Titans with a snap to Evans on the handoff, and Evans inches closer to the goal line.
Gabe Evans on the carry.
Gabe Evans
Brought down by number Royals game.
down to the 6, and you can hear the PA announcer laughing at something up there.
It wasn't a joke I shared, so.
No, definitely wasn't a Wu-Tang Clan reference.
You never know. He might be He might be watching Raekwon versus Ghostface Killer on Versus later.
And a run up the middle. That one puts him in, but he's hit down hard. Vincent Hernandez.
Powerball, the staple of past Nipomo Titan teams, and they rolled the legs and the grip of Mr. Hernandez.
That shortens the lead to 24-9, awaiting the extra point.
Nice to see the birds also get a good bird's eye view of today's game. Looks like hawks or something.
And here's the extra point by Declan Coles as he sets it up. The snap, the kick. It's good.
Rejected by the balcony.
The balcony, and you can see the VIP booth way up top there, because some kids way up in the window up there in the middle on the balcony. And it's a 14-point lead for Mission Prep as they look for their first win of the season in this season opener, this rare 2021 spring season. Never thought I'd be calling football in that's not XFL in March.
Or CFL or 7-on-7, but, again, you look at the circumstances and, credit to everybody who stayed in faith, stayed the course. I mean, I know it was grueling. I know it was mentally grueling, and you know what happened affected us too.
Yeah.
We got so used to covering games in September, October, all the way to December. So it felt weird for myself and Brian. I know I can speak for all my other colleagues as well. It felt so weird just not being at a football stadium during those fall months. But now, we're blessed and fortunate to still be able to do this again. And you know what? If it's 4 games, 5 games, if it's 1 game, Brian, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah. I had to dig into the coffers a little bit to enjoy some football outside the area this year. Going to the Mountain West Championship game in Las Vegas, and then going to the Arizona Bowl in Tucson.
Yeah, and your alma mater had an epic season, and they continue to love the SLO County talent with Asani Berkeley getting ready to come on board over there.
And that onside kick is called off with the whistle.
While we're at it, I think Bailey Gaither, another prominent star from this area, I have a feeling he'll be a sleeper for somebody. And it's 805 bias aside. I think this guy's going to be another potential Julian Edelman, maybe Scotty Miller. I know a good friend of mine, Mr. Elon Page, likes to compare Bailey to Scotty Miller. And again, he had a really epic
I like to think of him more as that quarterback that was Danny Amendola.
Yeah, Danny Amendola.
I like to compare him to that, and I think what we're impressed was his 40 time yesterday. Really impressed a lot of people, and we have another whistle on this onside kick.
And then the tie-in, obviously, with Mission Prep and San Jose State is Asani Berkeley coming in. You look at Asani on film, it's like he's very similar to what Bailey was able to do at Paso Robles. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how he fits over there. And then, of course, Carlton heading over to Nevada. we've seen this movie before, Brian, when an 805 guy, when an area guy heads over to Reno, they become very prominent. They begin to get into dominance mode. We saw it with Vitala. Elijah Cooks, when healthy, went wild over at Nevada. Toa Tala's put together very stellar careers in the 3 years that he's been able to play. So, I think Carleton's also in good hands.
And false start or offsides on the offense, 5-yard penalty, kicking off from the 35. That one's on the ground, not going to go 10 yards.
And it was touched too, so.
It's going to be Mission Prep's ball at the Nipomo Titans 42-yard line.
And, another thing that we haven't really mentioned as well is, like, you do have those 2021 kids, Brian, who's looking for whatever last-minute film they can muster. You might have one or two who want to continue on, whether if it's maybe at a JUCO school or an NAIA or maybe a Division III, whatever comes available. So these 4 or 5 games are also extremely crucial for them.
Yeah, but, I just want to touch that it's not just Mission Prep that we're seeing this. It's across California and across the nation that people that already have their letter of intent signed and they're committed with a handoff up the middle for Mission Prep, gaining a few yards as he turns his legs and makes that 5-yard pickup for the Royals at the bottom of the pile, Jack Susank. As I'm saying, it's not just here at Mission Prep with Asani Berkeley and Carlton Brown and Mark Rodriguez. We're seeing it across the state, across the nation. Players that have that intent signed, that they're committed, they're going, they're already in. They're skipping their senior year at this point because it's so late. There's so much other stuff they have to do that there's a lot on their plate. And I don't blame them. Or there's other factors. They're moving into spring ball with their university.
Yeah, and like the moving process and possibly like being in the getting in contact with their future coaches, saying, well,
Susing trying to spin off the tackle of
that looked like Madden. That looked like something you would see in the Madden video game.
A juke spin. I believe that's a right joystick. 3rd and 1 for the Royals here as we reach the 420 mark.
But you had a lot of guys who ended up, as you mentioned, like going that route of, skipping out one last season together. But, I mean, who's to say that their future college coaches told them to take that into consideration. So, but I think the positive aspect, though, is that you're going to see a lot more freshmen and sophomores playing, and it gives them a good opportunity to get their feet wet, especially in the varsity landscape.
Up the middle, another run as the Royals are running the clock out. Susink holding this one down.
I think another thing too, Brian, is like for a lot of schools, like I'm sure it'll be the case with David Schuster and his staff, they'll be able to really monitor like their younger guys and just get them up to speed and just also figure out how to utilize them down the road. It gives them a chance to get some film going.
Excuse me. Let me clear my throat.
DJ Cool.
No, and that's what me and Coach Schuster and I, to be proper, had a conversation this week about that. He's focusing. This isn't a rebuild, but this is definitely a growing stage for the program as a whole. Another handoff up the middle as they continue to run the clock. Keyshawn Poole showing some of the offensive love from the defensive side of the ball, knowing that this one is almost in the books.
Yeah, they're just trying to milk as much clock as they can and be able to enjoy the rest of this Saturday, the rest of this 805 breeze.
2nd and 9, 2:50 on the clock, 24-10 is the score. The Royals lead the Titans in this Oceans League home opener for Mission Prep. Live on Prep Sports Network Television, PSN.com, or PrepSportsNet.com, that is, excuse me. Don't want to give you a false link, don't know where it goes to.
Hopefully it goes to us and not like a different, it's not like a spam website or something.
Yeah, somebody's trying to sell you fake credit cards.
Or you win a free trip to Hawaii.
So we have a timeout on the field. Injury timeout, being escorted off by teammate as he, with a little limp there, is Alex Turonis, and being helped off the field by David Ortiz.
Well, Mr. Stanley, if you were to ask me who deserves the game ball, I would give it to the entire Mission Prep defense. Lights out throughout the whole day through the winds and through like the shades of the sun and clouds. I mean, they were lights out.
If I were to have to go beyond that, obviously I'm going to go with Connor Lopez because he did have the first fumble,
right,
and he had the fumble recovery that led to the touchdown. That's two key moments in the game that led to 4 turnovers created by the defense, and he was part of 2 of them. So my player of the game, if we're going to give it to one person, secondary, the entire defense. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to take it away. We have a lot of great aspects from that defense.
Hey, how about we go back to that underclassman convo that we had just now. Connor Lopez is a freshman, so the future is bright for him here, and the future is bright for the Royal defense.
So, what do you think, Thomas? You're in on this one. Our vote of the day, player of the game, Connor Lopez. He had a fumble recovery for a touchdown and a forced fumble. He gives a thumbs up. So, you agree? Our player of the game, freshman Connor Lopez, Mission Royal Prep, we have another timeout on the field, 2:21. Our score here at Mission Prep is 24-10. 4th and 10 for the Royals. I just realized the scoreboard doesn't have a possession arrow.
Possession arrow we're missing.
But we haven't had any more updates here about technical difficulties. I think we're running smooth. Fourth and 5 for the Royals. They're going to go with this one. Fumble, picks it up, is White as he is swarmed in the backfield, and he's just going to go down with the ball and turn it over on downs to the Titans.
And I'm sure, when Tony Dodge and his staff will look back at Nipomo's film, they'll be able to really liken how the pass defense played, how, minus that run touchdown, how the defense in general played, the running game, kept them in the game for most of the time. But, moving forward with 3 or 4 games left, however it may be, depending on what happens, really developing that air attack.
Ben Cepeda in on that tackle that forced the turnover on downs. Nate Reese looking for a deep pass, and he's not going to go very far as he is pulled down.
Of course, though.
By the lineman.
Of course, though, Brian, I'm sure the biggest topic of discussion, ball security moving forward for the Titans.
Kyle Hawk making that final stop, getting some assistance in the backfield. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Reese rolls out. It's obviously a pass play being chased down. And that one off the arm of the intended receiver. And that incomplete pass, Marcus Cerna. 3rd down Titans, 3rd and 9. At this point, all they can do is pass the ball, look for yardage downfield.
Pass the ball and just hope for the best.
1:38 on the clock, 24-10. 2-point lead, 2-score lead for the Royals. Out to the left now. That pass incomplete. Off to the left side. Intended. Luke Terry intended for the pass. And I wonder if Luke Terry is related to Coach Terry. That is something I'm definitely going to inquire about because I'm always curious when coaches' kids are in the lineup. That's always a nice little gem of a story sometimes. Rolling out this time to the left, back, and Ortiz with the catch.
Big boys can make plays too.
And that catch going out across the 50.
He just got his huddle highlight, his biggest huddle highlight for 2021.
At the tail minutes of the game, 1:25 on the clock, and the clock's running on that completed pass. 1st and 10 for the Titans. Reese rolling out to the left this time. That pass looked like it bounced off the turf.
Looks like they're going to give it to him.
They're going to give it to him. I am farther away.
Luke Terry, you just mentioned Luke Terry.
I am farther away than the officials. The player was low on the ground. He caught it. I believe them. Second and 2.
And the clock stopped.
Second and 1 for the Titans, and we have a whistle with the clock stopping at 53.3 seconds.
Royals lined up in the neutral zone. That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic and a first down to Nipomo.
5-yard penalty, first down on that second and 1. Moving the ball inside the 35-yard line to the 33. And it's a first and 10. Clock is running. Pass off to the left. Passing complete to Terry. And the clock stops at 42 seconds even.
I'm concerned about your mouse. It might fly away, hit my face.
No, the reason the mouse hit the floor is because it was holding down my clipboard.
Oh, okay.
And I pulled the clipboard. Pass over the middle. Ortiz just misses it. And a late flag
hit.
And that was a clear late hit. Not that it was deliberate. Right. It was just in motion. Kardashian just couldn't stop in time as he made contact with Ortiz. This game has been fairly clean as far as sportsmanship, so that wasn't like a deliberate, like, I don't like you late hit.
Right.
That was, I can't stop in time, I'm sorry I hit you.
Like a blindside, like a car blindside hit.
But they have to call it, because that's fair. That's going to be enough of a penalty for a first down for the Titans on that late hit by the Royals. 37.8 seconds is our score. And that late hit is a first down inside the 5-yard line, 10-yard line, and that's 15-yard line. Pass deep to Terry. Luke Terry just can't get in range of it. They're inside the 15 at the 14 as the clock stops with 32.7 seconds. And working from the shotgun, 2 receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left, rolling out to the right side, getting a block by Evans. That pass almost intercepted.
And that would have been the door slammer for sure. It looked like Tyler Garrett could have had the gift.
Tyler Garrett looking to get his hands on it as it bounces around. Just no good.
Yeah, got 26.8 seconds left.
3rd and 10. 2 more tries for the Titans in the red zone.
Got Declan Cole's back in, so I would imagine that Nate's going to try to get to him one last time.
Cole on the right, on the outside receiver. Reese rolling to the left. And that pass, if he stays in, it is good, but the out of bounds, they're saying the pass is complete, but it's out of bounds, so it's an incomplete pass.
All right, I was about to say. the longest incompletion decision I've been a part of.
So, yes, he had his hands on the ball, but he could not come down with an inbounds.
Yeah.
It is the ruling, which brings up a 4th down, and the offense stays on the field with 20.5 seconds remaining. In motion, Ortiz right to left to right, and rolling out to his right is Reese, and that is interception, the nail in the coffin, and George Kardashian is the nail in the coffin here with 12.5 seconds. It was 4th down, incomplete pass, would have given the ball back to the Royals, but Kardashian's like, I'm not having it, we're in this game now.
He seals it for them, and first victory in 2021 for the Mission Prep Royals.
I'll be honest, I never thought I'd call Kardashian's name in my life.
I never thought that I would see the day where I would say that name during a football game.
But George Kardashian getting his work done here at Mission Prep in the season opener. Always good to start off the season with a bang. And we're waiting the special teams unit to come. Or not the special teams unit. We're waiting for the
victory formation.
The victory formation.
Unless you want to consider victory formation a special teams play.
And the formation has been ran. We are clicking off the final seconds of the game.
Great handshakes as well, even though like technically you're probably not going to see a lot of handshakes. You'll probably do like a little final wave, but great to see the sportsmanship.
Plenty of sportsmanship. The Royals are lining up.
Looks like they may shake hands. Well, partner, it was good to see you and good to do this all over again.
As we've lining up for the official handshake as we await the official decision on the handshake.
Looks like they're going to do the final wave, the claps.
Fair enough. And then good sportsmanship.
Dave Schuster and Tony Dodge exchanging pleasantries. Like two very, very talented coaches in this area. Two talented teams. And again, I'm glad to know that this was like for me, this was like a great experience for me to do something that didn't require like standing on the sidelines and taking notes, doing video and all that. So, maybe this could be the first of many that we get to do.
The first of many. You will be back next week with me, I hope.
Yes.
Because I don't really want to do this one alone. We'll be here.
Well, I'm already planning on coming up here. So
we'll be here next Friday night as
no Britney Spears references.
I'm joking. Oops, I did it again. Mission Prep Royals will be hosting the Atascadero Greyhounds next Friday, 6 p.m. here from Mission College Prep in San Luis Obispo, California. The Nipomo Titans fall to 0-1 as they have a game next Saturday at home versus my alma mater, the Santa Maria Saints. That kickoff is 7 p.m. for March 27th.
And I want to say a special thank you to everybody who tuned in. Special thanks to Mission Prep for hosting us. And you know what? Again, very, very glad to see football back, even under these circumstances. Folks, let's just enjoy the game being back. Let's just try to stay healthy and, just enjoy this moment.
It's a beautiful moment here at Mission Prep. Our final score, 24-10. Royals improved to 1-0 on the 21 season. As I said, next Friday at home, final home game of the year versus the Atascadero Greyhounds. And then they go to Pioneer Valley in Santa Maria, and then the Santa Maria Saints before going to Morro Bay for the final game of the season. So 2 road games in my hometown, which means my travel time is 10 minutes. Absolutely beautiful for me.
Mine is about 15, so.
Great start for the Royals. Our player of the game is Connor Lopez, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery for a touchdown. We also can't forget about other players making an impact. We had a total of 4 turnovers created by the defense today.
George Kardashian got the last one.
George Kardashian, Caden Cheney had one as well. David Lorera took one back for a pick 6 of about 85 yards, and he hustled and bustled his way back down that line. Definitely a solid defensive performance.
Hey, big thanks to Thomas, our camera guy, as well for the assistance too.
Thomas, would you like to say anything to our fans, or are you good to go? I can give you the headset, sir. No, what's your last name, if you don't mind? Bowden? Thomas Bowden has been our help. I believe he'll be back next week helping us. If not, thank you for your help, sir. You did a great job, and I greatly appreciate it. That is it for us for David Schuster, Kevin Hitchin, Chris Sylvester, Charles Summer, Stephen Hodges, Mission College Prep, Slowpoke Sports, Joe Bailey for the shout-out, our former boss.
I had a reunion with Joe Bailey and Kenny Kress last night, too. It was rare.
For my great partner here, Lorenzo, Reyna, Thomas, I really appreciate your help, sir. I'm Brian Stanley. You've been listening to Mission Prep Football on Prep Sports Network, streaming live on Spreaker and YouTube, PSN TV. Stay tuned next Friday night for our next game.
Peace and blessings, everybody. Please stay safe and stay healthy.
Mission Prep takes the win 24-10 over the Nipomo Titans to collect the first win of the season in the Ocean League. I'm Brian Stanley. Don't forget to call your mother and tell her you love her.